From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. 30 pace, let's go. 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Watch the boot. Hey, check. Mike 50. Here we go, D.
Second and 4. That's complete into the hands of Myers. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's 3rd and 1.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. On third down, Swift. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Slam.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
He's checking, he's hurting.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They can't hang with us. Motion. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, ready.
They'll look to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Mike. Right. Check. Fresno. Go.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Set, ready, 53, read. I got it. Check, 53's mine. Check, 53. 7, let's go. Pick it up, it's out of time, guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Ready, go.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
47-yard line.
go. Set. 18 Gator. Line 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Ready, go.
On first down, Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53 is the mic. Not today, you are. Not today.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
53 is the mic. 53. Check 53. Here we go. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
That's good for the Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the squeeze. Squeeze. Get in there. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Simpson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Buffalo.
57 to Mike.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
On first down, Simpson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So in the Pats' territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Allen. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. You go tight. You went tight right there. Slam, slam, slam.
Allen to throw once more. Open man, here's Foster. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bills have taken the lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Coming to you. Mike's 50, Mike, let's go.
2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
New England on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
March 50, March 50, March 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 2nd and goal, Allen, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's right.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, Swift. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Round 80.
57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. 70 in. Go. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield. Ready, go.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check. 53's mine. Go. 53's mine. Switch up. Switch up. Let's go. Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 5066. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up the throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hayward. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Stay home. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simpson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
No chance. Check 59. Mike.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. R52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. Third and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
56, Mike, 56. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rashawn Perriman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots get a score closer. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Drop deep, drop deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Mike. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Pass.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12.
Check. Crunch. Hey, dude.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Bravo. Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine. Come on, dude.
2nd and 4. Got a man open. That's Harry. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
53 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the run. They're running it. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute off.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 56, 56. Switch gears.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Aguilar has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's Simpson, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brashad Perriman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mike. 59. I got one.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Mike's 59. I'm not ready.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So with that knee, 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Bills, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.